Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, fuck off.
Frankie and I, shit, it's a podcast where we talk shit all fucking day. Frankie and I, shit, it's a podcast where we talk shit all fucking day.
Before we get into it, what did you think of my latest comment on your fucking YouTube video?
What was the latest one?
This reminds me of when my dad left my 2-year-old brother in the car to go buy cigarettes, except that actually happened. You're trash.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I like that.
That's what you get for everyone, not just you, but someone else like, oh, come on, Frank, you're getting lame. You need to fucking spice it up. And I'm like, all right, motherfuckers, I'll spice this shit up.
Dude, I like the fact that person said, Lemmy said you're getting lame.
Yeah, I know. I'm like what
so
the fuck?
What connection does this person have with Lemmy? For a minute I thought, is this Lemmy? Is this Lemmy letting us know that he's fucking... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that was... So I had to
It's not Lemmy. Lemmy's not listening to this.
I had to bring my game that time. And your response was so... Talk about the lame one here. You're just like, you never happened. Fuck you. That's just like saying, well, yeah, you're a towel.
I will pretty much put my hands up and admit that I had no comeback to that. It's got, what do I say? Alright, fuck it. Schoolboy rules. School ground rules, man. No, you're the dick.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How you been, man?
Good. This week's been fucking interesting, that's for sure. I'm gonna do a little bit of plumbing.
You do that.
I don't like calling it that, but
I'm gonna put some paperwork together.
What's in your nose?
Yeah,
Look up real quick. You got something in your nose?
Oh, I do. Have you been trying to figure that out, dude? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So here's a lesson I'm going to teach you. I'm glad you noticed that. There was absolutely no way you were fucking missing that. Man, I enjoy, right? And I mean, I fucking thoroughly
Cocaine.
enjoy pulling nose hairs out. I don't trim my nose hairs. I just grab them and pull them out, and it's so therapeutic. I love it. But I had this tiny little blonde hair, just this one new blonde hair that was growing on the tip of my beak. Like the tip, before your nostril becomes the inside of your nostril. I don't know, I know there's medical names for these two body parts. But on that bridge where the outside meets the inside, I had a little white hair forming, and I thought, fuck you, you're not getting to grow into this giant black hair. So I grabbed it, and without any effort whatsoever, and I mean no effort, no effort whatsoever, Alan, go lie down, stop fucking tap dancing in the background. Without no effort whatsoever, I pulled this little blonde hair out my fucking mouth. Alan, go and lie down, please. Out my mouth, out my nose. Dude, yeah. This thing caused a tiny little spot, like the smallest of spots you've ever seen in your life, smaller than the actual tiny blonde hair that I pulled out. This small spot eventually burst, or did what spots do, and it's kind of just left it started with a tiny wee scab, and because it's on a part of my nose that flares when I talk or when I smile or just any facial expression opens that, my nose fucking flares, man. But anyway, my point is, this thing hasn't healed. It just keeps cracking. Now, like when I'm sleeping, like a sneeze or cough or fuck it. Actually, you don't sneeze when you're sleeping. I'll get back to that in a minute. But anyway, this thing's it's just not healing, man. I keep cracking it by just smiling or talking or coughing or going to sleep. The scab keeps getting bigger and bigger. Dude, it's got to the point now where the skin, as you've noticed, the skin is peeling back over my whole nose. I think it's going to get to the point where it's going to peel back over my whole face. But
probably.
I'm not going to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the point of this. As tempting as it is, as fucking tempting as it is, And as enjoyable as that experience is
it enjoyable?
yeah, I do like it. I like it. Don't pull your nose hairs out, kids.
It hurts.
It's not worth. Well, not if you get the angle right. So I suppose once you've got to learn the technique. Once you nail the technique, it's an enjoyable experience. But you're right.
I will say this.
You're right. It does hurt.
I don't think it's
you're
worth
not
my
prepared.
time to learn the technique of nose hair pulling. I think I have much better things to do with my time than learn that technique.
It's all in the
Sorry.
wrist, man. It's all in the wrist.
So I guess it'll continue to hurt when I yank them out. It's funny that you mentioned that, though, because...
See, you're yanking them out with the elbow, though, yeah? You're like pulling down with the elbow when really it's a flick of the wrist. It's a flick, it's a twist and a flick. A twist, then a flick in one fluid motion. And that's how you get your nose hairs. I'm telling you, man.
My father, on his first date with my stepmom, with his wife, they were sitting there watching a movie, and he kept jerking. And she didn't know why. And it's because the motherfucking weird-ass dude is sitting there next to this woman that he, like, was, like, potentially going to fall in love, and they did fall in love, and he's yanking his nose hairs out. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you get not one, but two wives?
Yeah, that's
like, what the
that's
fuck?
legendary.
You have 4 kids.
That's legendary. Yeah.
Fucking
I know someone, these are skaters, like proper skateboarders, right? One of them fell asleep on one end of the couch, and another one... Like they're a race, these fucking skateboarders. One of them fell asleep on one side of the couch, and another one sat on the other side. This is like early hours of the morning on like mental come downs, like playing games, like tournaments and all that shit. But anyway, one of them starts pulling his nose hairs out, making the whole couch shake every time he does it, which wakes the other guy up, and he's like, "What's this shake? Are you having a wank? Like, are you genuinely fucking pulling the head off it?" And it's like, what? It was just pulling nose hairs out. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's what.
All right. well, I guess we can go ahead and start the episode.
Oh, that's right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. I do want to say this is our first podcast of 2020.
Holy shit! It is.
Yeah.
It's a first recording. Yeah.
We have since you last heard from us, it was like in the last decade. I was gonna say over a decade ago, but that's not correct. It was in the last decade.
Should we upload this one first before we do the couple we've got left to upload?
I don't give a shit. Upload them however you want. I don't care.
Cool.
Let me finish with the intro. Anyways, so on this podcast of 2020, we like to ask a very simple question, and that question is, who are you?
Well, I'm not the boy Frank. I'd like to think in this new 2020
You're just supposed to fucking say, "Can I be frank with you?"
Oh, sorry. Can I be frank with you?
Yeah, who the fuck else would you want to be?
Nobody. Yay.
Yeah, how long?
Dude,
you don't remember the intro at all.
Yeah,
you
because we
fucked it
haven't
up.
even did that for a long time either. That's the first time we've did it this year. You got to give me that.
Yeah, it's the first time we're recording this year. Everything in this podcast this is the first time I'm shouting at you this year. Like,
although
everything.
It's the first time you're shouting at me in person. I'm
podcast
sure
of
you've shouted
firsts.
at me before. You well shouted at me.
Shh.
In your own house.
Hey! Don't pull back the
This year.
curtains. Don't pull back the curtains.
Yeah,
all
don't
right?
reveal the magic. Yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah. All right.
So what's been happening with you besides my fucking burst nostril fucking this horrible mess I've got?
I did say that this. I mean, it's only Wednesday and it's already been a fucking week. So my boss is on vacation, and she decided to put this guy in charge.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
and
boy. Yeah, boy.
I just want to say,
I fucked it up.
I never knew. No, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I fucked it up.
But I never knew how big of a baby like full-grown adults can be. They come to me for every little fucking question. I'm like,
right, yeah. So when you
All
when you were the head
I'll take
honcho,
care of
you
it.
had to take on all the questions as well. How do I
Yeah.
wipe my ass, Frank?
yes.
How do I flush this toilet,
so-
Frank?
So the tool cart is out of cleaning spray. Okay, grab some off the shelf and mark it down. But we're not supposed to do that anymore. Kenzie's supposed to order it for us. Well, she's not here this week, so I say it's fine. Go do it. It's okay. Well, if you don't want to do that, then go look to see if anyone else in the store has some. I don't care. Like, just go find yourself some fucking cleaner.
Yeah, totally, man.
Like, what do you want me to do at this moment in time if someone else is supposed to order the shit?
You know, that was a situation where they would normally just resolve it themselves anyway, but because you're the cool dude, they thought, yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll say to Frank, there's no cleaning spray left on one trolley, and your reaction will be, well, just go home then, man. Might as well take the rest of the day off.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, day's done then, right?
And now you're the asshole of everybody because you never told anybody to go home. Yeah.
Motherfucker, get this shit. It's like an hour and a half before the shift is over, and someone comes up and they're like, yeah, so my roommate said that the dog's acting weird, so I'm gonna leave to take it to the vet. Okay, I hope your dog's all right. Fucking goddamn it, motherfucker, dog. Dog's gonna be
Wait a
fine.
minute. Let me send you a link to shit Alan gets up to and see if your dog's acting weird then.
Like, oh my god, I was just like, all right, like, I'm okay. Go, leave. I'm just make sure that you text the actual manager that's next up. Ha. See, now that's you. You have to you want to go home and you think it's okay just to tell me, but I'm not the boss, so I can't take care of it in the system. So now you have to text our boss's boss, bitch. Fucking go home. Take care of your dog. Like, just.
Did you ever watch the TV show Still Game that I sent you links to on YouTube? Like the Scottish sitcom about the pensioners. They were all pensioners in the thing.
Yeah, I checked it out. I didn't watch it, but I saw some.
I didn't like it. I didn't watch it. I noticed how you quickly changed that. I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't watch it.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
You did. I wish I could skip
No, I
this
didn't.
part. You did. Your first was I didn't like it. I didn't watch it.
No, I said, yeah, I checked it out. Yeah, I checked it out. I didn't I didn't watch it, but I saw some. Motherfucker, you're gonna feel a fool when you go back and re-listen to this. I didn't say I didn't like it. Specifically because I don't like it and I didn't want to be mean. All right? That's how I know I didn't say it, because I don't like it. There, now I said it.
Well, I'm not
nice,
even gonna,
motherfucker.
I'm not even going to tell you what happened then. I'm not going to tell you what my favourite thing that you reminded me of.
Good,
I'm not,
good.
I'm not
I don't
telling you,
give a
'cause
shit.
You don't like it.
I
So
don't,
fuck you.
I don't want to hear
And
about a show from the fucking 60s.
Nah. It's not the 60s. It's from like recently. They just act like they're from ages ago.
Right, okay.
That's the joke. It's young people our age playing pensioners with some really cool makeup and stuff, man. Well, they're not. Well, they are our age. I
don't know. Maybe I didn't
they
check
are.
it out. Because the one that you sent me that I'm thinking of is like two actual old dudes.
Yeah, that's them. They're the main characters, yeah.
And they actually look old, and the quality is all crappy and shitty.
No,
and
that's
I'm
supposed to look like that, man. That was supposed to look like that.
Why?
Because that's the
the
gimmick.
fucking-
It's meant to be old, like yeah. That was the
maybe-
gimmick, man. Yeah.
Maybe I don't like old things.
Well, it's a young cast and crew
Well,
and writers.
I mean, I
and
like
stuff.
you, so.
Well, yes, you're right. You're right. That was a good save. I will give you that. That was a good save.
Yeah.
I was about to
So.
send some fucking anthrax or something in the mail to you, but you
Some
saved-
coronavirus?
Yeah, that. What,
You
what
hear
are they
about
calling
that?
it
Yeah.
now? Yeah, it's like, mate, I'm not even giving a fuck about it because they had what was the other thing they had earlier on? Oh wait a minute, you're running out of space on this PC. I'm just gonna close that.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready now, man. I'm cool.
Okay. I forgot what we were talking about.
How at one point you're going to take over the planet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting right now. Like, they put me in charge of my team. That's the first step, Dominate them pretty well.
Yeah.
Subjugate
you
them,
can't
tyranny,
really
all
dominate
that.
them. You have to kind of make them feel like they're your friends. Like, yeah, I kind of like you. Well, really, that's what you're thinking. I kind of like you, but dude, you need allies as you rise through the ranks, man.
There's one person
And then
I
you can
fired her
dump,
like 6
dump all
times
these people
already.
the higher you get, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch I already want to dump. There's this one chick that I keep just telling her she's fired. Every time she does, I'm like, yeah, you're fired. Just
Cool.
Just
I
get out.
I hate her already.
Get the fuck out.
She sounds like
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Man.
She's fucking pretty stupid too.
I was going to ask you her name, but we don't even need to know her name. She's fucking gone. She's gone. That's how much. Yeah, that's how much her
Done.
existence means in this
She keeps
scenario.
coming back in the building, and I fucking just throw her out.
Just throw her out. She's the only person with her face on the wall, like next to the security desk. Just this one. Keep this one
just
person
her.
out.
The best part is, like, they didn't even have a board for people to watch. I put the board up myself, and I was like, all right, motherfuckers, watch for this person. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, don't let this person in here. All of you.
Man, that'd be amazing if you really did that. And just put the smallest photo of her as well in the middle of the board. Like, not even a giant photo. Smallest
like a giant
photo.
board,
Yeah.
and then, like, one, like wallet-sized photo.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, you guys see this face? Study this fucking face. I don't want to see this face in the store except for right here. All right, motherfuckers?
It's the kind
the
of
fuck are you?
of size of photo that the security's too busy looking at it to see the actual person walk past because the photo's so fucking small. And then that's your
Not to
excuse
mention,
for
it's like
firing
it's
that
like from
fucking
4
person.
years ago when her hair was cut short and she's got long hair now. You know, fucking dyed her hair, and it's like doesn't even look like her anymore.
Fucking bitches, man. Fucking bitches.
But yeah, so it's going all right being the boss. You know, I mean, honestly, I don't care that much. Like, one of the supervisors from one of the closer stores came in to give me support, and she starts telling me all the stuff that I need to get done, and I'm like, all right, yeah, okay. And then she mentioned something about numbers. Oh, well, you want to make sure your RE numbers aren't going too high, which is like how much time you spend doing something. And I go, no, I stopped and I go, no, I don't have to worry about that. I'm not being paid. I don't care. I'm only here to get everything that needs to be done. I'm not going to worry about the numbers. I'm not going to worry about how quick,
Fucking
how
right,
slow.
man. Yeah.
I'm not being paid for that. If you guys want to give me a bonus for this week, then I'll fucking go in ham. I'll fucking email shit. I'll do it.
Yeah, man.
But you're not.
I'll make sure
So,
people work overtime to
I'm
make
not.
sure they get their jobs finished. Fucking right, man.
I'll go out there and I'll slash their tires. And I'm like, your tires are slashed? Might as well get back there and work some more, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking wait for the tow truck.
Or repair your
You're gonna
tires.
you're gonna need the overtime to pay for the fucking new tires, aren't you? It's a perfect plan.
And while they're repairing, or even while they're working the overtime, go and slash the other 2 tires. If you only slash 2 tires.
No, I got all 4. Yeah, make sure, because I mean, we're right now.
Because if you do all 4, that means the spare one in the boot is still obsolete. You're right. Do all 4, man. Get the job done
all 4.
properly. You're right. Yeah, don't fuck about with that shit, man. You're a cool boss, man. I like it. You get the job done. You execute it well.
So it's just that's how it's got to be done, man.
I would employ you.
Come next week, though. I mean, boss is back. I think there might be a power struggle. I might have to kill her. Yeah. Might have to
Is that a thing?
chop her head off.
Is that a thing? Like, if you just refuse to step down, you could
Dude, that'd be so awesome. I'm like, no, let's go in the parking lot right now. What? Just so you know, I've got a sword in my car.
Strip
What?
to the waist and fight like a man. But I'm a woman. I don't give a fuck.
I'm like, hold on, don't strip to the waist. That might be distracting. All right, let's just go then.
Especially if they're big puppy dog ears flopping about.
Yeah, I don't want you to use your strengths against me.
Not your weaknesses against you, her strengths against you.
Yeah. I consider those strengths. So.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. Boobies are a distraction. Doesn't matter what they look like. They still. I'll spend a lot of time looking at them. I will. How do we get onto this subject? It doesn't matter how we got onto the subject. We're both in agreement. The tits are awesome.
Yeah. I got something that we must discuss. So anyone out there who is a nerd, loves comics, and watches CW, we're about to talk about Crisis.
Yeah, dude. Because all 5 episodes are out. I've put them into their own
fuck.
little folder and renamed them episode 1 to 5
Dude.
and shit.
Dude, the CW website put them into their own section.
Really? That's awesome.
If you go to shows, there's Arrow, there's Legends, there's
Yeah.
Flash, Batwoman, Supergirl, and then there is
The
Crisis on Infinite
That's
Earths.
brilliant,
Yeah.
man. That's brilliant. I like that. I really do
Fucking-
like that.
Okay, I'll just say this. I fucking loved the fucking when it's at the last bit when it said Earth Prime. And I was like, Earth Prime? Earth motherfucking Prime, motherfuckers. And then I was like, hold on. But where's the multiverse? And they're like, hold on. Boom! A boom! We got this, and we got that, and we got that. Like, like it's fucking just, oh, so they. There's so much. It's hard to even start.
Dude, I love
okay,
how you start.
Lucifer.
No, that pause for a second. I love how you started saying, "I'm sorry if you've not seen this, spoilers and spoilers," but then you just told the most cryptic thing ever. We got this and we got that. Boom, boom. They go, what? What have you got? What have you got, man? What have you got?
It's just
it's fucking awesome. Everything comes back. Put it that way. Everything comes back.
Everything comes back, but in a better way.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's still wee elements of things that have stayed. You're right
So,
there. Yeah, you're totally right.
Essentially, they took all the shows, and they were like, "We know we've had them all on separate Earths in the multiverse," and they said, "Fuck all that. They're all gonna be on one Earth now. We still have our cool multiverse because that's a fucking too dope of idea to get rid of. But now." Everyone, that means
the comic books, like every comic book that we read is Earth 1, like the fucking Earth Prime. That's what we've been, and then everything beyond that is the multiverse. They've just did it in the comic books. Yeah, everything you know now is Earth Prime, like the way it is in the comic books. It's fucking brilliant. But dude, now that you've seen it, the two Flashes meeting each other.
Oh. Yeah, that was
brilliant, man. Like, oh, it's so breathable. It's so shiny. Oh, it's so breathable.
Really looks protective. Like,
it's like, what is this cosplay? You want to get a photograph? Or something?
I'm Barry Allen. No way! Like, fucking. That wasn't even my favorite cameo though. So obviously Tom Welling's scene was fucking amazing. Yeah. But I knew he was gonna be in there, dude, so it wasn't a shock.
I genuinely thought that was a ruse, and because the promo photos, like did promo photos, and they had all the people for the different universes.
I'm pretty sure that was a fan picture.
Well,
I've not seen
that bombarded the internet, that photo, and I'm like, fucking yes. And I had Tom Welling's frame and build, but the fucking Christopher Reeve Superman costume on. I'm like, fucking yes, man, this is the one, man, this is the one. And then this shit happened. I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is a ruse. That's a fucking ruse, man. Oh, no. Yeah, I gave up my powers. And it's like, fuck off. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Because he's not really the real Lex Luthor in your world. So you're lying to him. Dude, the scenarios that were running through my head, like, he's going to turn up and kick ass, man. This is about to be awesome. And he never.
No.
He didn't.
I do love, though, I do love when Lex tried to punch him and he catches his fist and he goes, still stronger than you. Yeah, you are. I mean, fucking look at him.
Dude, that was
Tom Welling's like
Smallville Tom. That was Smallville Clark Kent as well. That happened in fucking Smallville when Lex drained the powers of him and then tried to knock him out and he caught his hand. Dude, that was a line in Smallville. He was like, still stronger than you, even though you whipped out my powers, you asshole. It's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, that was the whole thing was a fanboy wank fest. The whole thing, man.
I liked the Tom Welling, but that the cameo that surprised me the most, that I was like, holy fuck yeah, was when Constantine knocks on a fucking door and Lucifer fucking opens it.
Yeah, the Lucifer that we know from the TV shows nowadays, man. That's right.
Great.
That's right.
Oh, because they needed to go to hell
Dude, I forgot
to get
all
the
about
fucking
that, man.
Oliver's soul. Yeah, they need to go get Oliver's soul from hell. So he gives them the fucking card. That one fucking blew me away.
And he's got nothing to do with any of the other franchises, eh? Even though he's from the same
he's
book company. The same
No,
publisher.
no. So actually, that's not true anymore. DC worked Vertigo into their continuity. Sandman, like in one of the latest big crossover events, Dark Knight's Metal. I think that's Dark Knight's Metal. The one where all the fucking Dark Worlds, Dark Batman come in. Clark and Bruce actually talk to Sandman. It's not Morpheus because he died. It's the next one that took over. Forget his name. But yeah, so that continuity is now part of DC. So Lucifer is technically a DC character. So the fact that they threw him in there was fucking perfect. And dude, okay, they threw something in there that, like, honestly shocked me. Because there was a show back in the early 2000s, maybe, or like mid-early 2000s, called Birds of Prey. And it was like the daughter of Huntress or something, and Oracle, and some other chick. Cool. And they, it got like one season maybe. They had that chick in there. They had the main chick from that in there, and she even says Oracle at one point. She calls, sweet, to get information. And I was like, holy fuck, that's deep dive. Like,
do you think they're about to revive that character?
No, I don't think so. They're going
I suppose,
a completely different path.
They're not reviving Tom Welling Smallville. How the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, and they're definitely not reviving '66 Batman with fucking what's his name?
Burt Ward.
Burt Ward, man. How the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Although that would be awesome.
Just him.
They should have had.
He's got his two dogs dressed up as one Batman and one Robin, and he sends his dogs out.
They should have had the Titans Robin meet him and go, what is this cosplay?
they showed the Titans Robin at the beginning and at the end of the Crisis.
Right, yeah. And at the end as well.
Dude, they also showed fucking Doom Patrol at the end.
Man. Of course.
I was so fucking happy, and it's just those motherfuckers dancing out in a field, and like fucking Negative Man's like shaking his ass, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's why I love that goddamn fucking show, because it's just fucking wacko. Like, I mean, you have a character that inside of her, like, she has multiple personality, and every single personality has a different ability, so literally like almost anything can happen with that character. I mean, you're gonna have fun with the show with something like that.
What do you
think?
Like Sorry, what do you think's the fuck? Because that's one pretty fucking ultimate fucking badass story, the Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
Earths.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you top that? I know you've got the TV shows and you could all run separately and do your own wee things, but there's going to be a crossover happening again. What is it?
Well,
and I know I keep saying this.
Is there? Hold on. Think about
this. The only way to top this now is Rock of Ages. It's the only way to top it.
But you understand Rock of Ages
then you're never going to top Rock of Ages either.
You understand that Rock of Ages is not a huge story like that a lot of people know. It doesn't even have its own book. Rock of Ages is contained inside of
Justice League
one of Grant Morrison's JLA fucking collections.
But
it's not because it's only like 4 issues, man. It's not like a 12-issue run. It's
a fucking
it would be
really
something.
Good story, though. It's a story that happens within the run.
That's what I'm saying. Is it wasn't, and because it's already the Justice League, it's not a crossover event. It's a standalone event, and they don't have a Justice League show to do a standalone event.
Kind of, Crisis was Crisis. You're right, because Crisis was a crossover, a fucking giant crossover.
Crisis was its own 12-issue thing that came out over a year. That's how they used to fucking do it. Now they fucking have like 6-issue things, 8 issues, fucking 7 issues. I'm like, just standardize it. No, here's my prediction.
There's another Crisis story. What is it?
Infinite Crisis.
Yeah. So
and then Final Crisis.
Yeah, there you go. So that's the stories they've got to run with now. Then, have they?
Final Crisis brings in Darkseid. That would be fun.
Do you think
to see Darkseid in this universe?
Or do you think they would save that for the movies?
Well, yeah, they were trying to do it in the movies.
Yeah,
They already alluded to that.
Like, there wasn't even trying to sneak
but
it
here,
in. They were fucking building up to it.
No, they were blatant about it. Like everything that connected those movies, Steppenwolf, the mother boxes, the parademons.
Yeah, just
all
the
of it
parademons
is,
alone, just throwing them in there, you know, Darkseid's coming. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but here's what they did though. They don't have to now do a large crossover event. They can literally have characters pop in and out of each other's shows at will because they're all on the same fucking planet now.
Yeah,
like
they're all part of the same universe now.
If aliens are attacking a city in Supergirl and they don't fucking reference it at all in Flash, it's going to be like, all right, well, you guys really don't, like, I mean, come on. You don't have to have Flash run over there, but at least reference, man, Kara's having a tough day today.
Or even
you know what I mean? Like
on the newspaper headlines or some shit, man.
Yeah, have it on the
aliens' ass again.
Yeah, have it on the ticker screen on the news in the background, you know?
Or even just have the bleeper going, oh, there's aliens attacked, and then cut to the newspaper the next day. Supergirl saves the day, and they go, there we go, that's that done. Yeah,
so
right,
I mean, they could keep doing big crossover events, but here's why I feel like they won't or they shouldn't necessarily, because Oliver won't be part of them.
But he might though, because he's now the Spectre. He's
sacrificed. He sacrificed, like, he used all his energy to rebirth the universe. No, a multiverse. Oh, speaking of that, they showed Green Lantern. That's what
I was waiting to say. Does this mean the Green Lantern they hinted at is going to come in, and is that going to be fucking Hal Jordan?
Well,
and is he then going to become the Spectre that we all know? Fuck knows, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that there's a TV show now that we're doing this. We're actually doing this. We're fucking going, what's going to happen? What about this? And we're actually speculating about a TV show that I never thought would ever exist. None of them we thought would ever exist in my lifetime, man. My lifetime. We had shit like the Batman 66. We had the reruns when we were kids, but even watching that, I still never watched that and thought, yeah, this is going to lead on to some amazing stuff.
Right? It's even as a kid, all the Batman movies and all the cartoons and stuff. You never thought you would see Flash and fucking Supergirl and weirdly Black Lightning, I don't know, and Batwoman, I don't know. And then White Canary, who's a made-up character, but they're all made up. I never thought I'd see them sitting around a fucking table in the Hall of Justice.
That's right.
Because they did that too.
Well.
They did that too, motherfucker.
Man, that's how. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it, man. That really is, and it looks like the Hall of Justice that we know from Super Friends.
And he's like,
man.
"What? No, this is just an old warehouse." And I'm like, "Yeah, old warehouse. All right, motherfucker." See,
and it just so happened to have that old ass table in it. That table was that shape with these chairs exactly where they needed to be, and the exact chairs you wanted
They had Superman at the table too as well. Yeah, that's right. They had Superman and Supergirl. So I mean, that's a pretty fucking powerful team.
Yeah, and they're all
give or take.
Yeah, they're all one world. Oh yes, it did. Yeah, so it's that like everything that you think's a way to happen, all bets are off because they've got this ultimate free for all for everybody now. Everybody writing their TV show has access to all these characters now. That's pretty cool. If that's exactly what's going on, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? If they've just made it all, everybody's now on the same Earth. None of this time traveling, fucking Earth jumping shit. They're just a city away. They're just the next city away. He's on that side, she's on that side, and fucking so on and so. Yeah, man, it's amazing.
I fucking love it. I read some pretty interesting comics the other day. You want me to tell you about them?
Yeah, totally.
All right, now for another edition of Frank's Long Box. So this is actually a pretty fucking dope idea. So ever since
Well, Frank's
DC,
Longbox, you're fucking right it is, mate. You fucking right it is.
no, the comic I'm gonna tell you about. Ever since DC created the Dark Multiverse, they've been having a lot of fun with that. And the so there's the multiverse, and essentially, in almost all of the worlds of the multiverse, like the heroes exist, and the heroes never really break. And in every one of the Dark Multiverse worlds, there's a hero that breaks and turns things to the worse.
I like it, man. Because there has to be at least
And-
one, just one, but
Yeah.
but make him badass.
And
man.
so what they're doing now, like they released 4, and what it is it's Dark Multiverse Nightfall, which is the story of Bane breaking Batman's back. They did Dark Multiverse Death of Superman. They did Dark Multiverse Infinite Crisis,
Cool.
and then they did Dark Multiverse fucking Judas something. It's a Titan story. Judas Contract or something. I've never read the story, so I didn't read that one, but I've read the other 3 stories. Oh, and they did Dark Multiverse Blackest Night. Sorry, they did 5. And I read like 4 of them, and they're fucking. They're okay. So let me tell you about Nightfall. In this one, everything happens how it did normally up to a point, and that point is Batman does not beat Azrael when he comes back. Azrael wins. Azrael stays Batman.
Okay.
And it jumps the story 30 years. And it tells over that time, Azrael...
Is this a standalone story? Or is this a...
Yes, yeah, it's a standalone. It's a standalone. Azrael destroyed Gotham and rebuilt it into a new image. He cut it off from the world, and he essentially established him as what was it? Lord? No, he's very religious. It was something like Lord Batman. Well, because Azrael, his basis is religion. If you know anything about the character, he follows the Order of Saint Dumas, and it's a fucking strict religious order. Anyways, so he's got the city, and he's like Lord Batman, and he has a herald, and he has a torchbearer, and those are like his 2 henchmen, and he fucking rules this city, and it kind of starts, and he's like getting ready, he's preparing for the day, and it shows him he's like kind of weak looking, and he puts on his costume, and you see him connect 2 tubes to the back of his helmet, and then suddenly he's like so you're like, all right, he's fucking he's venoming, he's fucking got venom juicing. So, and someone's talking to him, they're like it's that day again. You go there every year for 30 years on the same day. Why do you keep going? And he's like, because I must. And so next scene is like it's like Wayne Tower. And he's up at the top of Wayne Tower, and it's like a complete circular room with glass all around. And he's talking, and he's like, I ask you this every year, and I'm going to ask you again. Just admit that you chose right, that I was the right Batman. And it cuts over to Bruce, and Bruce is basically like, fuck you. You know what I mean? And then it pans.
You would be.
Well, dude, here's the fucked part. It pans out, and Bruce is a torso and a head.
Okay.
And they're not even connected.
What?
Like
what? That's even bigger.
Like
what?
they're like connected to this machine hanging from the ceiling that is keeping them alive. Like the torso, is pumping the heart and the oxygen.
Because the torso doesn't.
For
the
the head,
doesn't need the head to survive, and vice versa. It's the thing on the neck. Like that's why you could chop a chicken's head off and it can still run about, man. Because it's no the head. Like,
exactly. So it's like the head is still alive.
Even though
and
it's
like
comic book, man, I'm trying to make excuses for it. It's a fucking comic book.
Dude, if you see the image, it's just fucked up. Like the back of the head is even gone. There's a glass dome on the back with like fluid, and you can see the brain floating. You know what I mean? It's like, and you learn that essentially Azrael like locked Batman up, And every year on the same day, he would go and ask him, like, admit I was the right Batman and I'll end your suffering. And Bruce would say no, and he would chop another piece of his body off.
What?
And then he would leave him in solitude for an entire year until he was ready to come back and do it again. So Batman has just spent 30 years in solitude, having one day a year having one piece of his body cut off to the point where he's
A torso,
half a head and a
And
torso.
at this point, he's got nothing else to lose. He might as well die. So he's not going to give up at this point either, is he?
Yeah,
And-
no, exactly.
and let's all remind ourselves the fucking mental training he's put himself through. He can withstand this. He's probably sitting on, in his brain, sitting on a Tibetan mountain somewhere, fucking in the clouds, fucking meditating, man.
Dude, well, because when Azrael walks in, so like I said, it's like a circular room and it's all glass all around, and I get the feeling that Bruce can circulate his, like he at least has control to move where he's facing, and because when Azrael walks in, he says, "I see a commotion down in the Commons Square. What's going on? Blah blah blah." And Azrael's like, "Don't concern yourself with that shit, blah blah blah." So it's like he's watching the city. So yeah, you're right. Like his mind is like, I'm watching my city, like, yes, I had to watch it fucking be torn down and rebuilt, but it looks pretty nice now, actually. Honestly, it doesn't look dingy and fucking dirty like it always does. It looks like a fucking proper, futuristic city. And so Azrael, he after Bruce says no, he leaves. And, there's a couple scenes of someone sneaking into the city.
Do you have the full run of this story? Do you have all the?
It's one issue, and I've read the whole thing.
All right. Okay. Right, cool. Carry on. Just because if you didn't know how this was ending, I was like, oh, "Why are you telling me this now? I need to know."
No, I know.
I know the answer to one question.
It's like an 80-page.
Yes, I like that.
Shot.
Yeah, I like those.
So there's a couple scenes of someone sneaking into Gotham, like swimming underwater, across the channel because all the bridges are blown up because Gotham is isolated. And he gets into Gotham, and it's like a teenage looking, maybe young, like early 20s looking dude.
Is it fucking?
And you're like, okay, well,
Batman
this can't be any of the Robins.
Future Batman, the guy with the red bat on his chest.
No, it's not. It's not Terry McGinnis.
Yeah, that guy,
it's actually. It's really interesting who it is. I when they reveal it, I was like, oh fuck. So I'm gonna reveal it as I'm telling the story, so as not to spoil. So this, he looks, like early 20s. So it's none of the Robins because Azrael also, they reference that he killed all the Robins and Batwoman and Batgirl. He killed all of them. So. It's no one associated with Batman because Batman has no one associated. But this dude makes his way to the Wayne Tower, gets up into it, and he's like, all right, I'm getting you out of here. And Bruce is like, what the fuck are you talking about? A bunch of guards show up. Dude turns around and instantly is fucking the size of Bane and just fucking smacks these motherfuckers out, just decimates them, and then fucking shrinks back down. And he goes, I know what you're thinking. You're probably wondering where the tubes are. I guess my father took so much venom that my body just naturally produces it now. Fucking Bane's son.
Yes.
I was like, Bane's son can naturally fucking use venom. That means that he won't have the negative side effects because it's part of his system.
Yeah, and also,
it's part of
Batman
him.
Can't cut the tubes to fucking slow him down and stuff, man, because it's
right.
in him. It's in him. Yeah,
so
man.
he gets.
It's like
he gets,
Spider-Man's fucking. It's like what'd you call it? What's his name? When they made Spider-Man have the fucking web inside his arm rather than a web shooter in the movies. What's his name, man?
Tobey
Maguire. Yeah, the fucking.
Which I never liked.
Really, I was going to say he was the best, but fucking
Tom Holland
kicks his ass.
Yeah.
But everybody seems to be the best when you see the new one, but Tom Holland by far is superior, man. He is comic book Spider-Man, comic book Peter Parker. He's fucking fantastic.
I think because they actually cast someone at the right age to play a fucking high schooler as opposed to casting someone like in his like 30s, you know? So, I mean, to be fair, I don't know how old Tobey Maguire was when he played that
He's
role,
still
but he
at
did
least
not
in
look
his
like a high
20s,
schooler.
man, early 20s, but still
Yeah.
he's closer to the age he's supposed to be than the rest of them by at least a decade and a half.
Yeah. So, all right, anyway, so back to the story. So, Bane's son gets Bruce out of there, and he, you know, takes it like he's like literally carrying this fucking like weird like robotic human torso head thing like on his back, and he meets up with someone, and it's actually Lady Shiva, the chick that trains Batman in the Dark Knight story, and she says the only way he can complete his training is to kill someone, and he does a fake death move to fool her. Anyway, so it's her, and she gives him, well, she sets this box down, and you see like this swarm of something fly out and cover him, and essentially what they've given him is like nanites that can
Sweet.
take his head and torso and form arms and legs and a body for him. But what it also allows him to do is like send his entire arm out in the swarm of tiny bats that will just eat through anything.
That's Tony Stark shit going on right there, man.
Yeah, like, so it's like Batman's like, he's like half man, half like swarm of bats. You know what I mean? Like miniature bats.
But he's kind of like a RoboCop. Half RoboCop, half fucking Iron Man. Because he's still head and torso.
Yeah, right.
Still the head and chest, but everything else is some kind of fucking super futuristic badassness, man. I like it.
So, of course, you know, they're like, all right, let's go fucking fight. Let's go take down Azrael. And in the meantime, Azrael had been dealing with some fucking unrest and shit in his city. That's just fucking, you know, like, it was designed, everything that was happening to him was designed to drain him all on the same day.
Is it still in Gotham? Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Gotham.
Yes,
yeah, because Azrael has claimed Gotham as his own,
cool.
and he's Lord Batman.
Got ya.
But so what the Resistance has done, because the dude that gets Batman out, he's part of a Resistance, obviously. What they've done is they have set up a bunch of terrorist attacks and everything on the same day to tax Azrael as much as they can, so that when Batman gets his body back, or a body, he will be at the best possible moment to defeat Azrael. And so that's been dragging Azrael down, and Azrael's like, all right, I'll be fine, I just need more venom.
Does he know this, though?
And
Does Azrael know that Batman's up to this? Like, that's his plan?
I don't think he know. Obviously, he knows there's a resistance.
All right, cool.
It wasn't Batman's plan, though, because these people came to Batman to
right.
use him as
Got
part
ya.
of their plan.
Got ya.
Yeah. Because they're like, the world needs Batman back, because like they imply that like Superman's gone and shit like that.
Which means it was all part of Batman's plan. Bruce Wayne's thought of this. This is one of his. He well thought.
Yeah,
Here,
all
even
right,
if
yeah.
all else fails, the fucking public will still come and get me because the world needs Batman. Of course, man. That's one of his fail-safes.
Actually, yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna be such a badass that they will have to save me, because if I'm not there, they need to save me.
Because crime will go to an all-time high again. They'll be like, what the fuck?
He's probably sitting there going like,
suspected
he's
it
like,
was
why
Bruce
the fuck
Wayne this whole time. Bruce Wayne's in hospital, I fucked up. Let's go and save Bruce Wayne.
So obviously,
Dude,
like, so
dude,
he
how
heads back
poetic
to.
is that? Even his billions couldn't save him. His heart did. Oh, his love for the people did, man. And the people's love for him is what saved him. Not his fucking millions of quids and...
Hold on, you remember that this is a dark multiverse story. No one's getting saved.
Well, I just turned it into a rainbow multiverse story.
Yeah, no one's getting saved
There's
in this
Ewoks
one, boy.
in this story, man.
This story does not end happy. So
Sorry,
as
Ewoks.
Azrael heads back to the Batcave to pick up more venom, and his closest assistant has betrayed him and like stolen the
Sorry,
venom.
man.
Because
Hold on again.
They're like,
what the fuck does Azrael need venom for? What does he need the venom for?
because he's been using it. He's been Azrael for the past 30 years. He's an older man, and he got addicted to it. And because he's addicted to it, he can't function without it.
He's got nothing to do with Bane's son, though. They're
Not
two
yet.
characters waiting to cross paths, yeah.
Oh, and when they do, it's pretty fun.
Awesome. Right, got you.
So anyway, so Azrael gets back. His venom's gone. They choose that moment to attack him. And while Bruce is distracted with his henchman, which is the torchbearer and the other dude, I can't remember his name, the cardinal or whatever the fuck is religious thing, the fucking Bane's son attacks Azrael. And Azrael still has juice in him, but he's just fucking, like, fatigued. And so he full on, like, gets the upper hand, grabs the dude, and rips his fucking arm off.
Rips
and
Bane's
holds
son's
it over
arm
his
off.
head. Rips Bane's son arm
Shit
off,
hot.
holds it over his head, and drinks the blood and venom as it's pouring out.
Wow.
And then he goes,
Instant venom
and then
hit,
you
man.
see this fucking
Like drinking a
wicked
Red Bull.
grin on his face. And he's like, yeah, that's better, you know? And then he starts fucking fighting.
Bane's
Bruce.
son gives you wings.
Oh, yeah. And Bane's son eventually, like, you see him pick up the torchbearer's flaming sword, and he cauterizes the wound, and he gets back up.
Ah, shit, so he's not even down
and-
yet. He's just fucking... he's
No,
got
dude.
one arm dead. So yeah,
He's
shit,
got
no.
one arm, and he fucking motherfucker cauterized
Still
it. Like,
going
he
on.
didn't even take him
I
out.
fucking
Like,
love
he's a
Bane's son,
badass.
man. Is Bane's son, like, he's still kind of like an anti-hero in this, is he? Because he's clearly not a hero.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, yeah, because what they've done is they've come to Bruce because they've said the world without Gotham is failing. We need to reconnect Gotham to the world so that you can be the beacon that everyone strives to be. And that's why they were going for Bruce, because he's a symbol. Like you
Yeah,
said,
man.
he is a symbol. And so Bruce defeats Azrael and then turns to Lady Shiva and Bane's son, and they're like, all right, we did it. We can fucking reopen the city, and everything's going to be great. And he turns to them, and he goes, I'm not going to open up my city. And they're like, what? And he goes, Azrael was right. He just wasn't the right person to lead. And they're like, what? And he does his little fucking nanite fucking bat swarm and devours both of them. Just fucking shreds them. He then takes fucking Azrael's body and fucking straps him up on a bridge, you know, like fucking like hanging with his arms crossed. And Bruce got his city back.
Dude, who wrote this, and who's the illustrator and who's the cartoonist?
I believe it was Scott Snyder that wrote it.
Yeah, you know what? See, as soon as you said Scott Snyder, that sounds like a story right up his fucking street, man. I like that.
Yeah, it was like I said, it didn't end happy. Like it was like Bruce is a fucking psychopath and fucking
So see, when Batman's got his nanobite body, does he just look like Batman? Like he's no kind of robotic or anything. He just looks like, because the nanobites will just
no, it
form
looks
whatever
pretty
form
cool.
that-
Like hit the edges up, like his cape. His cape is not like really solid. Like
has he
it
got a
kind of like
nanobite
looks.
cape as well, man.
Yeah. Like his
yes,
cape looks
man.
kind of dope, and like his edge, like yeah, he looks pretty fucking cool.
Which means those tiny little motherfucking robots are riding the waves, not just like a real cape, like a fucking airplane. They're helping him propel and all that shit. Oh, man, yes, man. That's amazing. Check me getting a hard on for something that does not exist, will never exist. And if it does,
I
I'll
know.
never fucking see it, man. Like,
know.
yes, man, this is amazing. His nanobite cape.
It's fucking dope. But yeah, it was.
You think it's the wind flowing?
Scott
it's just
Snyder
them
and
fucking
Kyle
powering
Higgins.
Up. Sorry, what was that artist, man?
Scott Snyder and Kyle Higgins.
Kyle Higgins. I know that name. What do I know that name from?
Great story. It's a great story. Next time we
That was a cool story,
record-
man. That was a really cool story. I
next
like
time
it.
we record, I'll tell you the death of Superman, because that one's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I need to. I've not got it here. It's in Dundee. I need to go over the Superman True Brit story comic book with you? Have I told you about this?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard of the British TV show from the 70s called Fawlty Towers?
Yeah.
Well, the main character, Basil Fawlty, John Cleese, his name is, the actor. He's a really famous comedian, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I know who he is.
he fucking wrote this. He wrote Superman True Brit. He was there's two writers. I can't remember the other writer, and then somebody else was the artist. Dude, it's what if Superman landed in Britain rather than America.
That's interesting.
Right? But
Yeah.
because it's John Cleese that's wrote it, you know it's clearly a comedy. Dude,
Yeah.
John and Martha Kent absolutely fucking hate this child in the story, right? They try their best to get... Man, they keep moving house. They send him somewhere. Like, you go and do this. And when he comes back, they've moved house. But he always finds them because he's a super kid.
Yeah.
Dude, the
That's
only
fucked
reason the Fortress of Solitude exists because the Kents had that much. They're like, where the fuck? So they went to, like, we'll go to the North Pole and build this fortress where even this fucker can't find it. But he did find them, and they're like, we built this for you. You could stay here and we'll go back to the farm. Superman, True Brit. It's fucking Brit. He's got...
Hold on. I'm looking it
He's
up
got
right
the
now.
same costume, but it's like a Union Jack on his shield.
Yeah, I saw that. I see that.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious, man. I've got it down the road, mate. Come on, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you so you get so you can read the physical copy. In fact, I'll not mention anything about it. I'll send it to you, and then that way we can talk about it once you've got it, when you've read it yourself.
Oh, trust me, I've got it right now.
Dude, it is. It's too good to not. You can't just be told about that and go, yeah, I'll just wait. I'll wait a month till I get it. Nah, fuck that shit.
The only stories of Superman I like are fucking Elseworld stories. Like
That's
they're my
kinda
favorite.
what
Like
that
the
is,
Nail.
man. Yeah, it's an Elseworld.
Oh, that's totally what it is. Or like Red Sun. Like I fucking love that shit.
It's good, man.
That's
It's a
fucking
good
hilarious.
story.
All right, yeah, I got that saved for later. That's fucking funny. I wanted to ask you.
Dude, see what?
You know what
right?
the
See the best thing about me? It's not even the best thing. I feel bad about it every time I think about it. But I never paid for that comic book. Someone else bought that, and I said, "Oh, let me read that." And I never gave that comic book back, man. Granted,
I'm not gonna.
dude, granted, I never saw the guy again. I could have posted it to him, but I never saw him in person again for fucking years. So I'm not going to carry this fucking comic book about with me on me every day,
dude.
hoping to bump into him, am I?
Yeah, I've got a couple books that I borrowed. I've got books that from one of my buddies that I still see every couple months, and his name is written in the books. And I literally, when I was changing doing my bookshelves a couple months ago, and I pulled the book out, I opened it and fucking took a photo and sent it to him. And I was like, it's got your name in it, bro.
Dude, I'll bet you.
But I'm not giving it back. Fuck him. That's my book.
Exactly.
Like,
Fucking right. And I'll bet you've had the same scenario where the owner of that book has been in your house and you've said, remember and take that home with you, and pointed to it, and they've left without it. So if you still own it, that's on them.
Dude, get this. So anytime I lend something of a book of mine to someone, same thing. You don't get books back. Don't lend books out. Like you don't unless the person cares.
DVDs. You just don't CDs,
Right?
DVDs, anything that somebody can fall in love with. Never give that out. Never give it out, man.
So I gave my Batman Noel story. It's Batman. It's the Christmas story with the three ghosts, Christmas past, future, and present. But it's Batman story. I lent that to a coworker to read, and he never read it, and it sat on his bookshelf, and he would forget to bring it in. And so one day I was over at his house, and I'm looking at his shit, and I was like, that's mine. And I fucking pulled it off, and I kept it under my arm the entire time I was there, because I was like, this is mine. I want it back. I'm going to forget it if I don't. Like, this is mine. Fuck you. I'm like, you're not going to read it. I don't give a shit. You're not going to read it.
Dude,
Fuck you.
I had to. This is no fucking word of a lie. Right. I'll back up for a second, right? I had probably like yourself one of the biggest the giantest, if that's even a word, DVD collections of all time. Every fucking DVD imaginable, well, all the good ends, man. None of your shite romance stories and all that nonsense. But
Where do you have that?
What?
Where's that stored at?
No, I'm saying this is the story I'm telling you. I did have at one point, man. But this.
Okay. I thought you were saying currently, and I'm like,
nah, no,
you don't.
I don't. I only own superhero.
You do
ones.
so many like videos of your like fucking oh, look at my house, look at my toys. I'm like, I've never seen a fucking DVD stack in there.
I don't have a DVD collection anymore except for the superhero stuff because I'll never part with that. But anyway, right, I had that much of a DVD collection. People used to steal DVDs from me, like just put them up their t-shirts and stuff and leave with it. Dude, I'd never notice. I would never notice. The only time I would know one of my friends has any of my DVDs is when I turn up to their fucking house unannounced and they start scampering towards their DVD collection. I'm like, no, motherfucker, get out the way. And I'm like, yep, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's definitely mine. What the fuck? What are you even doing taking that one, man? I told everybody never touch that and you fucking got that. What the fuck's going on, man? Yeah.
You're like, that one, yeah, that one's mine, but I didn't like that, so you can keep that one.
Yeah, I used to freak cunts out turning up to their doors unannounced, man.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea to lend stuff out. And
dude, I took my fucking DVD collection to those stores where you could exchange your DVDs for cash, those type of shit.
Pawn shop.
Yeah, but the only
thrift store.
Okay, but the only really deal in multimedia type stuff, that type of shit, like Music Magpie, but no really Music Magpie because it's a physical store. Anyway, I took all my DVD collection to that shit and I got like 8 pence for the DVD. Like fucking nothing. I got pennies for every
you get shit. It's like half price books.
Yeah, kinda, man. And they're selling them for at least fucking
Do they have half price books over there?
Yeah, we still got all that shit, man, yeah.
Really? I didn't know half price books was like that widespread
like a
of a
store,
fucking...
you mean?
It's a company.
Nah, we don't have the company. Unless it's called something.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
it's called something else. I bet it is. And
well, because there's an actual company and like that's like it. I mean, I've seen them in Texas and I've seen them up here. So I'm gonna go and ahead and say they're nationwide over in the U.S. And it's just called Half Price Books, and you can take in books, DVDs, or games, or CDs, or records, and you can sell them. It's the same thing. They give you fucking shit for it, and then they look up the original price and they sell it for half of that.
Yeah, man.
So it's like you're gonna give me 8 cents and you're gonna sell it for $4.
That's exactly what.
No wonder you have so many stores. You know what I mean?
There's one in Dundee, one in the UK called Cash Generator, where you could generate cash for it, but really they're generating cash out of the fucking pennies that they give you.
Get this. There's a company called Goodwill.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
And they're
Goodwill.
bloody expensive, man. I've seen them online a lot.
And you go and you just donate.
Yeah, you
stuff.
give them shit.
You get nothing for it.
It's just
donate.
like any charity
and
shop.
They mark it up and they sell it, and people do it because they think they're helping because it's called Goodwill, but they don't fucking use that money for like.
That's
that
the
money's
same with
theirs.
every charity. Like even cancer research, and it really bugs me that cancer research. Everybody
I don't even think it's a charity. Like, I don't even think Goodwill is a charity. I literally think they just titled it Goodwill to confuse people. I don't think they help at all.
You're allowed to call yourself Goodwill. Yeah,
why wouldn't you
be? There's nothing saying you can't do that.
There's nothing wrong with that name.
That's the name of my store, Goodwill. And I'm Will, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Open up a Goodwill, and for the first like 6 months, say that you're donating a portion of your money, and actually do it right.
Totally.
But then after that 6 months, never mention it again, and don't say. And if anyone asks, like, show the documents of like, yeah, we were awarded this award for highest donations, in 2012, and then never say never donate anymore.
All you would have to
but
do.
people think you are.
All you would have to do to bypass anybody pulling you up or you fucking yourself over for that is buy a tiny, 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 tiny little bit of stock and put that stock on the floor and say, look, I'm still selling stuff. Fair enough, we've got a load of donations, but I'm still running a business.
Yeah, they do. Holy fuck, you're right. Because they sell select things. Like they'll sell like
18 of the same
like
jacket. 18
socks
Reebok jackets, man, yeah.
No, like they'll sell things that they actually bought, not things that they were donated.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
so
completely right. So
they like a rack
dude,
of jackets.
I never knew that. That's how. That's exactly how it works. Is like they're like, look, we sell our own product. Yeah, we have all these donations, but we sell our own product that have the Goodwill brand name on them.
It's
We're a
clever,
legitimate business. We can't help motherfuckers. I wanted to ask you a question though. Do you know what the Super Bowl is?
Yeah. I don't get why the Super Bowl is baseball, though. I thought Super Bowl... No, wait a minute. Super Bowl's football. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the baseball one called?
The World Series.
Yeah, why is the World Series called the World Series?
Only American teams. Only American teams.
Why is that?
Because we're pretentious, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Fuck all you fuckers who play this game in other countries. We have the World Series. You want to be part of it? Come to our goddamn fucking country. It's just the same how, like, Miss Universe.
Sorry, man.
You know, Miss Universe, she's always from Earth. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a little...
I've got you. Yeah.
Can you really have a Miss Universe?
Mm-hmm.
If there's only Earth, you know? Like, that's kind of cheating.
You're right. Where's Miss Mars and Miss Jupiter? And even any Miss Moons?
I mean... where's Miss X on Klaxon 2445? You know what I mean? Like
she's hot as well, man. She is
right?
Oh man. I used to have a poster of her when I was a kid, and I swear to God, I drilled so many holes in that poster. It's like, here's a black hole, 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 here's a black hole.
We're good. But I was gonna ask, do you know why the Super Bowl gets such high ratings? Not the like, yes, it's the championship, but like why normal people who don't normally watch sports will watch the Super Bowl?
Because people hurt each other in it, man. Because like you get proper it's a weird fucking phenomenon in this country, and I don't know why it happens, and it annoys the fuck out of me. So. The thing that draws normal people who don't watch sports to watch the Super Bowl is the commercials. I was thinking that. That was one of my first thoughts, but I thought, nah, it can't be that fucking stupid. I thought, is it gambling? Are you allowed to gamble on the games when it's the Super Bowl or some shit, man?
I'm like, we live now in a world of streaming, and you don't watch commercials, and almost no one watches fucking regular TV, and if they do, they can fast forward through the commercials because no one wants to watch commercials or ads or any of that.
The companies
and yet,
not fucking make specific brand new adverts that are phenomenal just because they're about to be on the Super Bowl.
They do, and here's what
really
pisses
all
me
you're
off
getting
the
to
most.
see is like a sneak preview of the adverts before it's on TV because it's the same advert they put on TV. They're not going to fucking just show that advert once, is it? And then scrap it.
Well, what they do is like they'll put the full length of the advertisement during the Super Bowl, and then for the next coming weeks, they'll shorten it. Well, here's the thing: is buying ad time during the Super Bowl is actually one of the like highest ad times that they have to spend. So only companies that are really trying to prove something. If
everybody's watching this more than the game, we're charging you.
That's. Here's what you got to realize. Companies know this is the one time a year people will actually watch my commercial. The TV stations know this is the one time of year people want to watch your fucking commercial. So you know that buying it a commercial slot on Super Bowl Sunday is going to be way more than buying a commercial slot for like 2 fucking a.m. on a Tuesday, right? But the reason it fucking pisses me off is because, of course, people were talking about these fucking commercials, so I had to go on YouTube and watch them. And there's a commercial with Jason Momoa, and it's fucking hilarious. All right, like I don't even know what the company is, because I don't give a shit. Some mortgage company. But it's him, and he's driving up to his house, and like there's a bunch of paparazzi out front of his house, and he like drives through the gates, and he drives up, and he's like, home is where I can be, myself and be comfortable.
Man,
and he's walking
so
into his
that's
house.
That's a piss take. He's did a feel good video before. Like he's just like home is where, and he's got his wife and his kid and
hold
everything
on.
in there. So that's kind of like
Hold
a piss
on,
take.
hold
that,
on. Let me. Yeah. So as he's walking into his house, he grabs his arm and he pulls off a sleeve of muscles, and then he grabs the other arm and he pulls off another sleeve, and then he lifts his shirt and he pulls off a six-pack, and he's this stick figure dude, and he walks into and sits down on his couch in his living room, and he goes, oh, hold on, and he pulls off his wig of dreadlocks, and he's just sitting there like, yeah, like the skinniest, frailest, fucking baldest motherfucker in the world, and I was like, yeah, you do, boy. Yeah, you fucking did. You fucking, fuck yeah, man. Spot fucking on. Like, god damn it, they got me. They got me.
Good CGI?
Like, I didn't want to watch any.
Like fucking.
Yeah, it was like
Captain
CGI.
America
It looks
before he was
weird.
a super soldier.
Yeah, it looks weird. You're like, ooh, that looks. No, I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. Like.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Did he keep his beard though? Did he still have a beard on?
I think he did, yeah. Yeah, he did. And then Rick and Morty did a commercial for Pringles.
Really?
And that one was pretty fucking good, too.
How much did Pringles pay for that, man?
So, okay. So, in the commercial, you know that Pringles allowed them freedom. Because they make fun of Pringles in the commercial. So... I don't remember this.
All rules are off. That's the only rule.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't remember these commercials, but someone was telling me that there used to be Pringles commercials where they were like, oh, it's so amazing. If you take different flavors and stack them and eat them, you can create whole new flavors. And Pringles was like all excited about that, right?
Either.
Pushing that. I don't either. But someone was telling me that those were commercials. And so what this Rick and Morty commercial is Rick and Summer sitting on the couch, and Morty comes in and starts fucking spouting that shit. How he's all excited how you can mix Pringles flavors. And fucking Rick jumps on him and rips his face off, and he's a robot, and he's got two Pringle symbols as for eyes. And fucking all of a sudden a bunch of like robot Mortys come in, and they're like going after the Pringles, and fucking Rick like grabs the wall and rips it open, and he's like, we're not in reality, Summer. Ah! And I'm like, fuck yeah. Pringle's like, hey, could you make a commercial for us? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna make fun of something stupid you did years ago because that's how we are, but all right.
See, the thing is though, man, right? I've tried that. Not trying to make different flavors, just being a complete stoner. Taking one of those Pringles and one of those. And I've never noticed this creates a whole unique flavor. I've just noticed this is salt and vinegar, and then on the top, sour cream and onion.
I mean, yeah, if you.
But I've never went, holy shit, this tastes like guacamole now.
It just happened. That's why I wanted to know if you knew about the fucking commercials. Like, why? Like, literally, like, people who don't even fucking watch any game of football all year will watch that. And they'll talk through the game. They'll fucking drink and eat food and not give a shit. And then the commercials come on and they get quiet. Oh, shh. It's commercials. Go fuck yourself. Go fucking, like...
I think maybe the whole America's secretly or subconsciously, like... It's not even a football. But you don't even kick it. It's not even a ball, man. What are you talking about? It's not even round.
No. You guys know you got that wrong, right?
Nah.
Like everyone else, like soccer is a soccer ball. Like,
man, I'm just bitter because
a football is a fucking pigskin, man.
You know that Scotland invented soccer. And we're the worst fucking country to fucking play the sport as well. Like, we are shit at the game.
How did you guys invent soccer?
because somebody blew up a pigskin.
Didn't you guys invent golf?
Yeah, we invented golf and we're worst at that as well. We invented snooker, we're the worst at that.
Stop inventing shit. You guys suck.
We invented a TV and somebody made that better.
Yeah, America did.
It's fucking bonkers, man.
I got a question for you. If you could have any superpower you want, but
Okay. There's a
if
but.
anyone guesses what it is and says it out loud, you die.
Okay. Because
So, like, if you're flying and someone goes, "That man's
no,
flying,"
dude,
you drop
I've
dead.
it's clearly a question I've put a lot of thought into over the years, like a lot of thought into it over the years. And I've figured out that the best superpower to have is super speed. Super speed would be the best. You don't need to be invisible because you can move that fast. Cameras can't even pick it. You're super speed, right? Nothing can see you. So that might also be the best one that's got the least chance. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
know,
you're
I
not
think-
going to get caught. I'm just saying it's got the least chance of people figuring out.
Super
Yeah.
speed. You think has the
Because
least
people will
chance?
see you flying. You're like taking off. And
I'll
being
do you
being
one better.
strong and shit, smashing cars with your hands. People will see that.
I'll do you one better. Superboy's tactile telekinesis. Essentially, he has telekinesis, but the fact that it's tactile means he has to touch. So I challenge anyone to literally say out loud, "That man's got tactile telekinesis!" Because if I'm flying, he's just like, "That man's flying. Nope, that's not my power. That man's running fast. Nope, that's not my power. That man's super strong. Nope, bitch, that ain't my power." No one would ever fucking guess and say the exact words, tactile telekinesis.
Even though they just saw you fly. They just saw...
Yeah, but they
Run
have to know,
faster
they have to
than a
say
speeding-
exactly. That's the point. It's the wording of the power. You have to know. So I don't have flight. That's not my power. My power is telekinesis.
Right, okay, you're being a
through
clever
touch.
bastard, yeah, even though you still
Exactly.
your power still made you
That's
fly
the
and
point.
still made you
I don't have the power of flight.
propel.
I don't have the power of strength. I don't have the
You're
power
right,
of
okay.
invulnerability or super speed. I have the power of tactile
So-
telekinesis, and
and
no
so
one is
for
clever
that-
enough to fucking. Except
Yeah.
for you, you'd just kill me. You'd be like, "Hey, bitch."
Hey,
Get over here with your
dude, have you got
tactile
tactile telekinesis? Hey, Frank, are you fucking with your
Yeah,
tactile
yeah.
telekinesis again?
I'm like, "No, motherfucker!" Tactile telekinesis, you've been framed.
Guess who? You need to walk 'em out of my shoes. Cruising, top down, no lid, don't suffer fools. Go, new road, new track, new vo, new souls. Here we go again, so monochrome. It's like riding a bike. Make a beat, take it around the track a couple times. Quick, where's my keys? Drum roll, please. Solo riders here, and he promises to be on his best behavior. Knows when to tweet, knows when not to speak, knows when to take to the streets and wave the flag like a banner, banner with his dragon. This alien DNA is mixed with some kraken. Take it from me, anything can happen. Danger on land and sea, just like the Aquaman. I'll let you run away with this notion. Everything is cool, and in fact we have a magic potion. But we don't, everything is rote. Everything is kinda funny, but we ain't a fucking joke. Just like a cloud of smoke blown away with gusto. You must know by now the color into monochrome. We told ya, soldiers. Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay. You okay? Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay. You okay? Okay, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay. Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay.
Everybody tryna copy my style, everybody wanna copy my flavor. Last night hit the town, while out on my rounds, people getting pissed with my misbehavior. There's certain things you need to understand. I'm no longer a boy, can't you see I'm a man? Yeah, I'm working on a plan, yeah, I'm rolling with the gang. See me rolling, man. I'm going all out tonight. Yeah, you know I'm going crazy. Spicy rum on the tongue, mixed with the pills, makes the room go wavy. And now my head is getting heavy, but I'm like, fuck it, chuck me another berry. I rack up another line. Yeah, while I spit my rhymes, holding the fact I got mine and they got theirs, so there's no need for the pass by. So let's set the mood, let's set the vibe, let's keep it cool, let's keep it right. Let's just get drunk, let's just get high. I'm going all out tonight. So let's set the mood, let's set the vibe, let's keep it cool, let's keep it right. Let's just get drunk, let's just get high. I'm going all out tonight.
Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay.
Is you okay?
Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay.
Is you okay?
Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay. Okay, UK, you okay, we okay, everybody's okay.
Is you okay?